Phillip Rivers threw a touchdown at 44 years old. And he was very emotional after the game, so I do want to show that clip because proud of this guy.
I think maybe, maybe it will, I don't know, inspire or teach, to not to run or be scared of what may or may not happen, Hopefully, certainly I think of my sons and those ball players, that I'm in charge of at the school, that they'll say, like, crap, coach wasn't scared. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, sometimes there is doubt, and it's real. And
are you laughing at him?
Why is he crying?
The guaranteed safe bet is to go home or to not go for it. And the other one is
13,
shoot, let's see what happens. And so, I hope that in that sense that it can be a positive to some young boys, or young people. It doesn't have to be boys.
I feel you, Phillip, but it's just week 14.
So you're telling me right now?
Yeah, but he think about the kids.
Man.
He didn't care about the game.
If you hopped off the couch, went and played the game, and your boys watched you play, and your family, you wouldn't get emotional post-game press conference?
No, bro.
No?
Maybe it's because the amount of big games I played in. Maybe it's that.
Maybe I'm not.
Think about the game.
I'm going to be crying over week 14. Lost.
He not thinking about the game. He thinking about the kids.
I get it. I'm going to be laughing. I'm going to be like proud. Like, yeah, my youngest got to watch me play, man. Felt like I didn't know what was going to happen. I made it through. Like, I'm just not, maybe just me, Skip. Maybe it's because I'm from the projects and shit. I'm just not that emotional to be crying week 14. That's just me. You know
He's a sensitive, soft guy.
I mean, you get older, y'all start going through shit. My mom be doing that shit, Skip. How be crying out the blue.
How old is your youngest?
He's 7.
Okay.
He about to be 8.
So he didn't know you as a football player,
right?
Well, right.
Right.
Okay. Would it matter to you if he got to see you play?
I would love him to get to see me play, but that ain't gonna make me cry though, Skip. That's just maybe I just cry over different shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me.
Okay, when was the last time you cried?
Shit, I cry now. I ain't saying I don't cry, but I cry over real shit. Like
not football, apparently.
That's some real shit. That's real shit.
All right. Hey. I'm sorry.
Maybe he was hurt. Maybe he was hurt from when he slipped on the logo.
Okay, well, don't rain on the man's parade.
Man, come on.
I was like, damn, maybe I missed it.
I watched that. I got emotional. I'm like, that's gonna be a cool moment tomorrow. Keeps laughing. I'm like, maybe I'm soft.
Week 14.
Maybe I'm soft.
You know, Cody would be up there crying.
He's starting again next week. It ain't like it's his last game or like. Shit.
Which they did confirm that he will be starting again next week. But Cody, I need to know 1 to 10, how impressive was Phillip Rivers?
1 to 10, it's tough. I started with a 7.
Damn.
Just because of you saying high or low?
High.
A 7 is a C. That's the 70s. 7 out of 10. I don't know. Hey, go ahead.
I'm talking about impressive. I'm not saying what he did on the field. I'm saying how impressed was I with what Phillip Rivers did overall. It was a 7, then he cried. I bumped him up to an 8. But really, it was a 7. I have him at a 7, and you look at it totality. I mean, to come off the couch, to be coaching high school football, to be retired for 5 years, to come back, and let's not forget, going to Seattle, which is probably the toughest place to play with that crowd against Mike McDonald and that defense.
Yep.
Come on now, man, to go out there and give them a chance to win in that game. I know the defense played great.
9 at least.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Went to a 7 because of level of difficulty. I bumped up to an 8. Maybe I'm a quarterback and I'm biased, but I'm giving them an 8. I can't wait to hear your score. But just, how cool was that? I thought that was a great moment, man. I had flashbacks of when I was a kid watching him play growing up and just all the great things he did in San Diego and making those big-time plays. And it was cool, man. I thought the game plan was exactly what I expected, though. They were going to come into the game, especially early on, trying to run the football. Let's feed Jonathan Taylor. Let's get the run game going. It's tough against that defense, but when we have Phillip throw it, let's be short. Let's be intermediate. Let's get some of those screens. Now, started out a little shaky, didn't get into a rhythm. His first throw was a back shoulder to a running back, too, out of empty, so I wasn't expecting that. But still, they put the ball in his hands. They trusted him to make some plays, and they kept the balance intact. They ran it 30 times. They threw it 27. So it wasn't just let's run it 50 and he's only throwing it 10 and become one-dimensional. They stayed two-dimensional, which was important. Now, he did miss some throws and had some off plays. Slipped on one of them. I'm blaming the painting at the middle of the field. He slipped. The fall wasn't bad for me. It was him trying to get back up real quick, I think was tough to watch, and wish he would have just stayed down.
But he
got up, took a hit.
A couple.
I love what he said, too, after the game. I know we showed that clip, but he said, man, I'm crazy like that. Like, I'm built like that. I told my wife.
Told his wife over the last couple of years.
Do you miss playing? I just want someone to come hit me real quick. Someone come hit me and give me a shot while I'm throwing a football. That's what I miss, which to me is impressive. And for
Well,
how
you
many
said that
years
stuff
he
doesn't
played.
bother me,
No,
so,
and that's the
okay.
competitive that's the competitor that he is. But with that being said, when they had him throw the football, I thought he did some things well. That touchdown to Downs on the crossing route. He should have had 2 to Downs too.
Hey,
He had that stutter
I'm
and
glad
go.
you brought it up.
Had it perfectly down the sideline.
He looked too
No,
late.
Did Downs lose it in the lights?
I think he just looked too late.
Yeah, he held right,
Yeah.
came back, and I think that's a timing thing too. I think it's a chemistry thing.
That's what it is.
He thought he was going to be more stacked.
They just
Downs
not
was
on
more
the same
outside.
page.
He just
Yeah.
threw it too
Didn't
far
the
inside.
DB fall?
He roasted him.
I think the DB
Put him on the
fell.
ground.
It's 5 yards of separation. He was gone. It was a walking
See,
touchdown.
Downs, he
and the
roasted him,
safety,
and then he chopped out.
the
and by the
safety
time he
was
looked,
way in the middle too. He
just
wasn't going to
looked
get
too
there.
Yeah, he
You
looked
could
up
see
and
him,
the
but-
ball was landing.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, yeah.
It was a good ball. Phillip.
It was a little inside. It was a little
I
inside.
mean, but if you fucking drop him out on the ground, I'm just gonna put it up to you, let you go. You could get to it. It's
Yeah.
inside. You could have got to it.
And there was a free rusher. He had to just let it go
Exactly. He
high.
had to
That's what
let
I
it go.
wanted
Yeah.
Dak to do last night.
Yeah,
That kind
I
of
will
throw.
say, though, on those stutter go routes to that point, you got to throw those on the outside shoulder. You want to throw it on the outside so they can adjust. He
I
left
mean,
it
but
a
if
little
you
bit
make a
inside.
motherfucker fall, who cares?
Yeah.
Where is that? Just go get it. I see you made him fall. He coming. I just got to put it up.
I think by the time Downs got his head back around, though, he's like,
Yeah,
I
like
can't
why
see the
that's
ball.
Downs? Why is you doing that little 8U football shit? Like, how far are you gonna run before you look back? You fucking 20 yards downfield. You still ain't look back. You already put him on the ground. As soon as you put him on the ground, just look back and just go track it.
So that
Look
was
at his
late
shit.
third quarter, and they were up 13-9.
I know.
If you convert
I
that
wanted
for a
that one,
touchdown,
Skip.
Yeah.
and it's 20-9,
Yeah.
so you win the football game, I
Yeah.
think you got a shot.
That was a big play. The other one, too, I mean, he called protection left. They ended up bringing right. The running back picked it up. That split to Tyler Warren down the middle, split the linebackers.
He dropped
It was a seam throw, man. That's a tough throw. No, he caught that one. That was over the
Okay,
middle.
okay.
He did drop a couple corner routes. Almost made a hell of a catch where he just didn't get his feet in time or didn't get the ball in time. But a couple corner routes I would have liked to see Warren make for him. But I thought he did a great job. And then the biggest play for me, though, was the back shoulder to Alec Pierce. That was the hero play. I thought that was it, Skip. It's third
It was
down.
unbelievable.
You're coming off of the 2-minute warning. You have a chance to win the football game. You throw a back shoulder. You drip a dime. Perfect throw. Great adjustment by Pierce. You make the catch. They're going to kick a field goal. They make it. Game's over, right?
That
We
was
walk off
third
into
and
the sunset.
seven.
It was third and seven in a crucial moment. Wish they would have converted on the next series or the next, new set of downs. Could have got a little bit closer for the field goal, but it doesn't matter. They ended up scoring. They ran it on third down. He checked to it, and they trusted their kicker. He made a kick, but unfortunately the defense couldn't get a stop. So
No.
I'd love to say 10 if they would have won the game, but yeah, level of difficulty for coming off the couch and
7?
playing that way.
So you
I
gave
gave him
him
an
a
8.
C.
He gave him. He bumped it up to an 8. Yeah.
For the cry.
Yes, for the
What do you
try.
got?
And
He played well, man.
shit, I felt like he only looked old on one play. As the play fell
Where he
down, took
fell.
him like a second and a
He
half to
did.
get up.
He looked old. Yeah.
That's the only play he looked old. Shit, he made some real quick decisions, got the ball out fast. They couldn't fucking sack him because he was letting it go too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
That's
made
game plan.
sure he didn't get
That's
sacked.
all
you know
game
what I'm
plan,
saying?
though. Let's get it out, yeah.
And I mean, but you game plan that for some of these guys, and they just can't fit it in there, and they hold the bitch and still get sacked. You know what I'm saying? So he played like a real vet,
Yeah.
getting that ball out. He was crazy on third down. He was super accurate all night.
He was.
Like, man, he definitely impressed me, man. And then for the game, you throw a back shoulder right at like 17 or something to put him right just far enough for the field goal. Like, man, hey, I was very impressed. I gave him a 9 out of 10, Skip. Like, I gave him an 8.
Whoa.
Hey.
Like, that shit
But you
was-
bumped him down.
Wait,
for pride.
I thought you were saying mine was low.
It
Or
is
I thought you
low.
said- I'm sorry, I thought you were saying mine was high.
I
Yeah, I
thought
watched-
that
I
too.
watched the
assumed
tape.
that. He didn't even tell
on
you
the
what he
way.
meant.
Yeah, I just
Like,
said,
hey,
damn. Like,
7?
I watched
Wow,
the
I
tape.
thought
I'm
you were
like,
going
bro,
lower,
Phillip
too.
really going crazy
Yeah,
right
right.
now, bro.
I know.
Like, he looked better than Daniel Jones, for real. Like,
I
he just
just-
can't
He
run.
did.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I gave him a 10.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I
real,
gave him
bro.
a 10, man. He
Let's
was,
go. I
they
thought
had
I was trying to be
13 third downs. 13 third downs. Phillip Rivers threw the ball, 12 of them.
Bro, he went
And he was
crazy.
8 of 12 and picked up 5 first downs.
One for the game?
One to put you in position to win the game.
Shit.
That boy was coaching high school football Monday. He was playing against a top 5 defense on Sunday on the road. Let's put it into perspective. He lived in Alabama. Team is in Indy. They played in Seattle. Look at all this travel he had to
That's
do.
true.
And if you look at him move, I thought he looked old the whole game because I played against Phillip Rivers. You played against him. When he dropped back, he do that little
He do that all the time.
feet.
Yeah.
But it was just a little, he barely.
Yeah.
But his throwing motion, Cody can attest to this, throwing motion, he's always had that little flip with his arm,
Yep.
but he always had more torque with it. This literally was just shoulder throws yesterday.
Yeah.
But playing the game with what he had to do yesterday and what he accomplished, and he scored a touch, and he threw a touchdown, man, he get a 10 for that. 44 coming off the
Crazy
Really
accurate.
think about this.
I thought you guys were going to give me a hard time for giving him an 8.
No.
He get a 10.
Nah.
The way that they sounded,
Nah.
I agree.
I thought they
I was
were.
like,
Yeah, I'm
wow,
like,
you're being
How we
really
sounded.
hard on.
He said I give him a 7. I said,
No, I
damn.
said I started with a 7 and then level of difficulty
Nah,
bumped it up
he
to an
get a
8 and how he
10 for
played.
Maybe it was because of how
if they
hard
win,
you were
it's
on
a
it.
10.
Man,
because you
let's
cried.
think about this yesterday.
Well, they ain't had
You
nothing to do
had
with it.
two high-level
game.
athletes that didn't finish the game with their knees.
Yeah.
He 44 off the couch and finished the game.
Yeah.
He get a 10 for that alone.
All right.
Like, yo, really, that's impressive scale. That's a 10.
So was not the degree of difficulty
Yes.
he faced a 10?
Yes.
Wasn't that a
Yes.
10?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. To go to the Seattle Seahawks.
I got to go 10 for
Yes.
Phillip
Oh.
Rivers because Seattle was number 2 in points allowed. Seattle was number 2 in quarterback pressures. And Phillip goes in as a 14-point dog to, as you point out, the loudest. I think it is.
12.
That they haven't played that well there lately, but it is. You guys played there, right? It's the loudest. All right. So it's the loudest stadium, and you go in there without Sauce, without Charvarius, without DeForest Buckner on your defense, and you lose some guys on defense and in your offensive line during the game. So it's piecework of play. You're not that team that had won all those games. This team has now lost 4 games in a row. So you walk in with a team that's sliding into the sunset, and you manage to get sacked 1 time and you got hit 4 times. That's incredible to me. That's impossibly great to me because he showed you that it's the one position in the National Football League you can play with your brain, right? You can just play it with your experience and your wits and your guts and your know-how, not your body, because he looks like he weighs 20 pounds more than he did when you last saw him on a football field. And yet he goes in there and they dumbed down the game plan, they simplified it, and they said our target score was we wanted to win the game 20-17. And they had it right on course, where I couldn't draw it up better than they drew it up and executed it, where if you just make the throw to downs, it's done. I think you're going to win the game, and it would be one of the greatest upsets in the history of the National Football League under these circumstances. He practiced 3 times, and the third one was a walkthrough, okay? So we had 2 full practices. Wow, and to your point, he's flying all over the country to get to Seattle. Well, you can't do it any better, but it was, in the end, it was kind of sad to me, and because I look at what they're up against. So now they've lost 4 in a row, and they've fallen down to, what are they now, like 8-6? I think they are, right? 8-6. And I look, and you got San Francisco at home on Monday night. You'll like that, right?
He's lucky we don't have Nick Bosa.
Yeah, okay. And then you got Jacksonville at home, and then you have to finish at Houston, which might be the hottest team in the league as we speak, quietly, the hottest team, right? Okay, so what are you going to do against this? I mean, can you win another game? I just don't know if they can win another game under these circumstances.
They
But
probably don't win another game, but Phillip probably looked like he looked last night. I mean, yesterday.
And I guarantee you, Phillip was calling some of them people by their number. And he probably didn't
yeah,
know everybody's name.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
probably, hey, number 12, I need you to do this. Like, that's what he dealing with.
No, Phil, man.
Timing,
He was in there.
Timing,
Phil's
all
right,
that,
yeah.
man, I'm telling you, man, it's just he didn't have, timing is everything. You know about
Yeah,
a quarterback, timing is everything.
Okay.
And I think that throw that they didn't connect on, you got to understand who you're playing. If they had time together, he know,
you're
Phillip,
right.
this ball's coming out. I need to get my head around.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
well, listen.
So in the end, bottom line, I know you don't love QBR, but just for the record, you got to give it to Phillip. His QBR was higher than Sam Darnold's in this game. It was 53-44.
Yeah, I
Very
played Sam
impressive.
Darnold.
All right,
Very
he outplayed
Man,
Sam Darnold.
that's your boy,
And the
man.
most important thing, I'm not going to count the last pick because that was desperation mode.
Yeah.
No turnovers. Didn't turn the football over.
Well,
Yeah.
he turned it over. If I get a pick at the buzzer, it counts.
I'm saying in the
you throw a pick at the buzzer, it counts.
Well, okay, there's 4 seconds left, and I got to try to.
If you do a touchdown, it would have counted, right?
You know what, though? Go back to what Phillip says, though. Like, he would always say, well, you're not throwing a touchdown from backed up like that.
All right, well, what if he catch it? What if he throw a slant?
Move.
What if he throw a slant and dude take it to the crib? Do it count?
Hell yeah, it's touchdown.
All right, well, dude, your fucking pick count, too.
Pick don't count. Okay, outside of that, though, throughout the majority of the game, he didn't turn the football over. He didn't have any interceptions.
That's like a quarterback throwing a screen and they go score. That's a touchdown pass, right? You ain't do shit but throw a quick screen, but you count it as a touchdown pass. Everything count.
Okay, yes,
Everything
it counts on the stat sheet, but I'm saying it didn't dictate the outcome of the game throughout. He did enough to win the game. He threw a back shoulder to Alec Pierce. He got him in field goal range. The game should have been over.
You don't give him a 7.
But no.
I gave him a 7.
I started with a 7.
I gave him a 9.
I was like, Akeem.
But the
he
pick
pumped
fucking
it up
count.
to 8.
I finished with an 8, but I'm like, Akeem's going to give me shit.
Nah.
Because he's going to say the defense won.
So now you're giving him a 9?
An 8. If they won, I would
You
give
were
them 10.
biased. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, hats off to you, Phillip Rivers. The arena is
Good
giving
shit,
you
Phillip.
8, 9, and 10.
Rivers.
So
Hell yeah.
44 years old. You know who we also need to give it to? That is Bo Nix and those Broncos.